The iPhone 6s reviews are out. Apple released its new operating system for the watch. Speaking of watches, there's a new Pebble Watch out today, and Instagram hit a new milestone.
Hi, and welcome to a special edition of CrunchWeek. We're here at TechCrunch Disrupt San Francisco 2015, and a whole lot of craziness happening here, but a lot of craziness happening outside of Disrupt too. So we've got our first reviews for the iPhone 6s coming in. They look pretty good. I don't know, what do you think?
I mean, I think it's another God phone. People love it. Now, you know what? It's great, it's not worth it. If you're on an iPhone 5, you're upgrading to this bad boy because your thing is slow, right? The iPhone 6, if you're on that already, maybe you don't do the incremental upgrade. That seems to me, and I've read a couple of the reviews, including Panzerino's.
Yeah.
Right, I mean, I've read the reviews, they seem pretty great, but honestly, even if they said it was not that great, I would still get it because I have the iPhone 5s. So either way, I'm upgrading, I want a bigger phone, and then I want the phone with the newest and latest technology.
Well, there's been a lot of talk about this as like the sort of TikTok nature of Apple's iPhone releases, right? You know, normally that'll be a sort of upgrade in terms of design and in terms of the actual hardware, and then the next year around it's always the S version, right? This year, however, there's quite a bit of new stuff that went into this phone, right? So, is this a new, different, change the cycle? Like, I mean, is Apple, like, what are we seeing from Apple here now?
Look, I'm telling you that I'm not going to get it, and that means I'm going to get one. So, look, the 3D touch stuff is great. We've talked about all that stuff before, but that camera is crisp as hell. At 4K, you think it doesn't matter, but it does. Once you see 4K video come out of this thing, you're like, I got to get this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't take that many photos with my phone right now, but I mean, if it's as great as people say it is, then maybe I'll start taking photos and videos.
Right.
Yeah, lots of new stuff in the new iPhone 6s, 3D touch, higher resolution camera.
It's just faster,
live photos.
50%.
Yeah,
You know.
and there was a benchmark that was like it's as fast as a MacBook or something
It's
crazy
insane.
like that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
They're outpacing themselves, of course, right?
You're gonna run out. You know, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Apple.
Right.
It's another new something else coming out from Apple. watchOS 2, finally here.
Yeah,
You got it?
definitely. Yeah, I upgraded. My favorite part so far is, okay, so before you had like the same old watch faces, not really much to choose from, but now you can actually sync with your photo album. So now whenever I look at my watch, it's just pictures of me and my girlfriend. She's kind of creeped out by it, but whatever. I'll keep switching it up over time. But so every time I look at my watch, it's a new photo. I think that's pretty cool.
I'm just happy mine works, because you know what? I updated to the developer preview watchOS 2, the one that was buggy, that held everything up, and my crap didn't work for weeks. So mine actually works now. I just have to figure out how to use it.
And do you have the native apps? Because I don't know.
You still don't know how to use your watch.
But it works when I try to do things. Like I sent Pans a little heart, and my mom a heart. She responded, he didn't.
Oh, come on, Matt.
Typical Pan.
Yeah, right.
I know.
But no, I'm starting to use the messaging feature. The dictation of messages is awesome.
So we have another new watch out, the Pebble.
Segway Man.
Yeah. What is it?
No, Pebble Round, Pebble
The
Time
Pebble Round.
The Pebble Round. Yeah.
I like it. I actually saw Eric. What is it? I saw him wearing it earlier today, and it was really nice. It's nice and light.
Right.
It's still not touchscreen though, so here
it messes with you.
Yeah, so I was trying to actually touch it, and he said, "Oh no, we're still using the button." So I guess that's kind of what Pebble will continue to be about.
You know, and
is there room for like a cheaper-ish smartwatch than the Apple Watch?
So.
Yeah.
I think so. And they seem to be sticking to some more of the watch principles, original, like real watch principles, with their bands and with fashion, whereas Apple's giving you a couple different choices, as Apple does. The Android Wear ones give you options, most of them being choosing between shit, and shit.
No.
But the
Android watch
Moto X2 is out. That's another round one. It's nice. I like that Pebble's trying round.
Yeah.
That looks like a watch.
Well, it's a totally different fashion, right? Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, you've got a square watch on your wrist. Would you wear a round watch instead?
I like the Moto 360 form factor. I wear both, not at the same time. When one dies and I forget to charge it, I wear the other one.
Okay.
Nice. And then, but you also have the Pebble, though, right?
I do. I've been playing around with the Pebble too, and it is it's a different experience. I do want to scroll through it because their OS is based on this timeline that you'll see things in order, and I want to swipe, and you can't.
Yeah, I wore the Pebble for about a year, or a little over a year.
The first one or the new one?
The first one. So
Okay.
yeah, just
Bless
regular paper white, or is that what they call it?
I don't know,
Paper
but
white?
yeah, that thing was.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it, and I liked the simplicity of it. But then when the watch came out, I
Yeah, so
just felt like I had to upgrade.
Well, what did you think of the battery life? Because the battery life is one of the big selling points for this watch, right? It lasts way longer than the Apple Watch, right? You know, is that the killer feature for these watches?
Yeah, and I think that's what makes it more like a watch. You can wear this thing for 3, 4, 5 days straight without.
Well, the
a
new
charge.
one doesn't quite have the same longevity as
Okay.
the
I
other
think
Apple.
it's still with the new one. It's still
Hey,
2 days.
if you
2
can get
days,
2
yeah.
days out of it,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. Because
That
it
is pretty
means you
great.
can fall asleep and not charge it overnight. I'm in a cadence of charging everything before I go to sleep. I am
Same.
a robot. It's
Yeah, I just charge everything every night, even if I don't necessarily need to. But definitely with this watch, I need to charge it every night. Otherwise, it's
Do you
not
ever
going to work
forget?
the next day.
Do you ever forget?
Yeah, and then I'm like,
Then you don't have a watch.
then I don't have a watch. Then I'll have to bring my charger to work. It's complicated. But
Yeah. It's an interesting move. So Pebble, like the company, they did a big Kickstarter for their last one. They raised something like $20 million,
They did,
right? Now they have another watch. It sounds like they've got a bit of a lineup now.
they're skipping Kickstarter this time, which is
yeah.
interesting.
Which is interesting.
Oh yeah, the first time, I guess.
Yeah, they've done 2.
Yeah. So I mean, what do you think of the company now?
I mean, they say they're a smartwatch company.
Yeah.
That's what they said here today, and on the stage. But there's a lot of companies that are probably starting. Fitbit's like we're a band, fitness. I don't know.
There are a lot of watches.
I mean, the operating system on the on Pebble is great, but it is a budding developer ecosystem. So that's something to look out for. How are they growing? Is their app store growing?
Right. Yeah, I was just about to say because they launched their app store a little over a year ago.
Yeah.
Maybe have we heard any updates around that? Are
I mean,
people
it's
still
the
actively
usual-
developing?
It's the
for
usual
the
suspects.
Pebble
It's
app store?
ESPN and New York Times and big publications and media properties or Twitter. I don't even think Twitter has an official app actually for Pebble. But the usual suspects, but there hasn't been a breakout one yet, which will legitimize Pebble as a platform.
So some other big news: Instagram now has 400 million monthly active users.
And I am not one of them. I will tell you
No.
that.
Really?
right
What?
Oh,
Explain yourself.
I just
tell us
I
more.
have no business on Instagram. I don't like seeing people's photos. I don't take good photos. Again, maybe that'll change with the new iPhone, but I'm just still committed to Facebook. That's all I really need.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't want to see how great everyone's lives are. It makes me sad.
You don't want to watch or you don't want to see all my cooking photos?
No, I really don't.
Oh.
I really don't, man.
Today
I'm
on
sorry.
Oprah's CrunchWeek, we talk about how seeing other people's photos. I wasn't an Instagram user until like a month and a half ago. So,
Am I the
they're
only one
growing.
left
Good
on this?
For them.
Yeah.
They're gonna squeeze. They're finding a way to squeeze. You thought they plateaued at 300 million in December last year? Nope.
So where is this growth coming from? Do
International, they say.
we know? Okay.
Which just means, I guess, smartphone proliferation and I don't think there's ever going to be like a feature phone version of Instagram. That would never happen. But they're finding a way to grow. They're bigger than Twitter now.
They are bigger than Twitter. Which is kind of crazy to think about, right?
Yeah.
It's like a network within a network. It's a company owned by another social network.
Yeah, and they're just it's Inception, and they're just getting their ad game going. So that's what advertisers love to hear is growth.
Yeah, and then that just made me think of a friend of mine posted on Facebook. I obviously saw this on Facebook, but that she has some secret second life on Instagram.
Really?
And she has millions of followers, and she was like, guys,
Wow.
this is something I've been doing. She was like coming out of the Instagram closet or something. It was, I don't know.
I don't have time to do something like that.
So are we talking this is going to be one of the largest social networks in the world?
I don't think it's going to stop growing.
Yeah.
I mean, what are the Facebook's at 1.2 billion, or last time they said
a lot.
Yeah, and then this is at almost half.
It's amazing how this is still growing like crazy, and then Twitter's growth is like.
Everyone loves to take pictures. I mean, that was their thesis early on.
All right, well, I think that's all the time we have. Thank you for joining us, everyone.